Woo! What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Front Yard Fantasy Podcast live stream. Tuesday, not so terrible. We're doing better than Monday. Recap episode. Man, not one of my best ones.
That was good. That was good.
No, it didn't get there. We didn't find it today. I don't plan those ahead. Some days we make it, some days we don't. This Tuesday, November 3rd, we did not make it, but that's okay.
It made me feel good. All nice and warm inside.
What, Tuesday, not so terrible? That made you feel like
I don't know. It just, I guess whenever I hear you yelling, I get kind of like excited. So I'm like,
I'm going to try. Is it like with a dog where it doesn't matter what you say as long as you say it in an excited voice?
Exactly. Oh, you're such a crappy dog. Yes, you are. You're so bad. You're horrible.
Josh is the resident dog. No matter what I scream, he gets excited.
Josh does this thing where whenever he meets a dog, he just like constantly tells it it's a dog. You're a dog. It's not constantly does it. You're a dog. You're a dog.
I don't know why I do that, but I do it. I feel like someone's got a little know. You know, I feel like they just like they're like, I'm a human too, but
it's like existential crisis. They're just constantly, who am I?
Exactly. And I'm the one there to let them know who they are.
Josh,
I think about
the shepherd of dogs.
And that's me.
I think about 50% of the time I refer to my dog, I talk to them, I refer to him as dog or puppy.
Dog.
Instead of Santa.
Dog.
We're like, what's up, dog? Come here, puppy.
No, I understand that. Everyone's got their connection with their dogs, right?
Yep. Welcome to the Front Yard Dog Podcast.
Yeah, today our questions are actually all based around dogs and what we call them.
And
front yard dog,
what about
backyard
the Cleveland
dog.
Browns, you know, dog pound?
The dog pound.
Yeah,
Today, the way to tie it in, Josh. Actually, I'm sorry to disappoint for any dog fans out there. We are playing Week 8 Fantasy Horse today.
Woo!
If you haven't caught our previous week-specific games of horse, you can find them all on our YouTube channel or on Twitch. All of our old videos are there. We do it once a week, usually on Tuesday, sometimes on Wednesday. This year has been weird with games getting rescheduled and with our schedules getting rescheduled.
Mm-hmm.
But today it's on Tuesday. You can watch the old ones on Front Yard Fantasy, YouTube, and Twitch. And for those of you who have never watched us play, I am going to run through the rules for you real quick.
Oh, God. Here we go.
What we are going to do is play Fantasy Horse. Josh, listen up. I know you forgot the rules again.
All right, please.
How it works is JL, who is the game master this week, is going to pose a question to one of us about what happened this week or up to this week in the season so far in fantasy. We then have to choose whether we're going to answer the question or pass it to our opponent. If you answer it and get it right, you give a letter to your opponent. If you get it wrong, you get a letter yourself. If you pass it and they get it right, you get a letter. Same thing. It's just like the basketball game you played as a kid. If you spell out horse, then you lose. You are the horse. The other person wins.
You ready to lose, Simon?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I like that confidence.
He's thought about it. He's thought
not
about
much
it.
confidence. Yeah, exactly.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm a little bit like Daniel Jones. You don't know what's going to happen.
Ugh.
He could throw a pass. And I could answer a question where you're like, "Oh my God, how did he do that?" And then on the very next play, I'm gonna fumble the ball 4 times and break my
God,
leg.
that Golden Tate catch. Can we talk about that for a second?
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Golden Tate. Hey, it was a beautiful throw too.
Oh,
It was
the throw.
Yep.
Oh my God. He had like one of those catches. Anyone who's like ever played catch knows this, right? Like he gets like the rhythm You could just tell like perfectly. Oh, extends it. Oh, perfect. Got it.
And it was just right there on the hand.
I could watch that all day.
Yeah, it was great. I wish I saw more of that out of Lamar Jackson on Sunday.
Yeah.
As a kid, we used to play a game called World's Most Incredible Catches, me with my neighbor Landon. And we would take turns trying to throw the ball just like a little bit as if there was a defender there, so that you had to do exactly what you're talking about with Golden Tate. And that Golden Tate catch was what we were always striving to replicate. That was like
so sexy.
It was a beautiful throw by Danny Dimes. And that's
Danny Dimes.
That's who I am. I think that's my spirit quarterback.
Your spirit quarterback. It's not Herbert.
What'd you say? No, I love Herbert.
I feel bad for you, man.
Danny Dimes.
But I have to be realistic with myself.
I have to be realistic with myself. I'm just as likely to fumble the game away as I am to throw the game-winning touchdown.
Well, guess what? My spirit quarterback's Patrick Mahomes. Just I'm perfect in every way. I don't know what else to say.
What's JL's spirit quarterback? Who?
Lamar Jackson. Deshaun Watson.
No, you are not. You are not clutching.
You're gonna say Deshaun Watson.
No, you are Jacoby Brissett.
Okay.
That's
okay.
That's worse than Daniel Jones, dude.
That makes sense.
Oh, yikes.
So we've got Jacoby Brissett, Daniel Jones, and Patrick Mahomes on the show. Yeah, he's the best of the backups, JL. That's really. I'm glad you're viewing the positive in this.
Yeah,
Jameis Winston, I might take over Jacoby Brissett, and that's saying something.
Okay, now that we've all established our spirit quarterbacks, Sean has come in with a question for us. What's up, Sean? How you doing today? Jared Cook or Austin Hooper rest of season? It's a great question.
It's a great question. It's a great question. And I feel like I answered a similar question yesterday. It was similar, not the same. So it is still a great question. We were comparing some tight ends yesterday. I definitely prefer Jared Cook this week, and that's not the question whatsoever. I guess I'm buying some time to process my thoughts. But I actually, Jared Cook's a safer option, by far. Safer option. He's guaranteed targets. He's guaranteed catches every week. Drew Brees likes throwing to him, but he has not played with Michael Thomas on the field. That's the biggest thing. So Austin Hooper lost their main receiver, Odell Beckham, and I just think he's going to get a ton of targets going forward. I actually just ever so slightly lean Austin Hooper, but you could go either way on this one, and I wouldn't blame you.
I firmly believe Cook over Hooper, but okay. I understand where you're coming from.
Yes.
Josh, I tend to be closer to you, and I was way down on Hooper in the preseason. But I think what does it is what you said. Hooper is coming back into a better situation than when he left, and we're seeing the tight ends have success. And Cook, while he's not coming back, he has someone coming back to make his situation worse, or at least unknown. We don't know for sure. So I think Hooper as well. So Josh and I lean Hooper slightly. JL leans Cook firmly,
which puts us almost right in the middle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like JL said, Cook's safer.
It's wild that Cook is available in both of the leagues that you want Kittle in, though. That is truly wild. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting question. Do you think Harrison Bryant and David Njoku have just been getting the tight end targets because Hooper's been out, or do you think they continue to see significant targets with Hooper coming back? Do you think they're just going to run these multiple tight end sets, or they're going to phase them in and out of the game?
Yeah, no, I think they're definitely going to run multiple tight end sets. There's no doubt in my mind about that.
Stefanski loves the 2 tight end sets, but I'm just wondering, is it going to be like a big enough timeshare that Hooper doesn't find success?
I think Hooper was good before, with Odell Beckham. Maybe that was opening up the field a little bit more, but targets are such an important factor that I personally look at, especially in a PPR league, for example. I prefer Hooper at rest of the season, but it's so super close that, if you're picking up a tight end for this week and you got to make a decision this week and you only had to choose one, just because Jared Cook's ready to go and everything, you might just have to pick up Jared Cook.
Yeah, that makes sense. I agree.
That's another factor you gotta have to consider. But if you're just asking the rest of the season,
Jared Cook's playoff schedule is Atlanta, Philadelphia, Kansas City, and Minnesota. If you play 13 through 16, it's not bad. Hooper's is Tennessee, Baltimore, Giants, Jets. Take that for what it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
it's just tough to. Yeah,
I don't love Tennessee and Baltimore in there. Not as scared as Giants and Jets. So who knows?
I'm not sure where Baltimore lands in terms of defense against tight ends. But
ask.
For some reason, I feel like they're just not elite. You know, if you can be beaten by them, I feel like it's over the middle of the field a little bit more.
That's fair.
But I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It was a fun game last night, though.
Yeah, it was. It was fun to watch. Didn't expect. I told you it was going to be something totally different than what we expected. No matter what, it was going to be different than what we expected, and I was right.
It definitely was. Hey, I guess FanDuel didn't go well.
Well, it went not quite well enough. We were like 5 places outside of winning money. We were very close. It was the Scotty Miller pick that did us in. All of our other picks were pretty good.
Gallman did pretty well, didn't he?
Yeah. So NBA Rigged actually just asked a question, and I want to let JL answer this right now because I know he has an answer.
Oh yeah, Wayne Gallman looked really good last 2 weeks. He's just been running his heart out. I'm certainly biased. Wayne Gallman was running back at Clemson when Simon and I were there, so we have an affinity I have an affinity towards him, or really any players on that team. But no, he's looked good based on what I've seen. He's just been like, go back and watch the game if you can. Watch him run. He's like putting everything into it, and he's running hard. And so I like that. I think he's probably a very good value at this point, especially if you have Devonta Freeman. But he's as we saw last night, he's going to share with Dion Lewis. So you got to be prepared for that.
And Devonta Freeman's going to be coming back.
And Devonta Freeman's going to be back. Yeah.
The player outside of that, the player that stood out to me, and it's one specific play that's standing out in my mind, was Darius Slayton picking up that 4th down catch where that play was saved. That was such a high effort play. He comes back on the ball, a horrible throw from Daniel Jones. He's still 4 yards behind the line to gain, and it was all just a pure effort move, and I was so impressed by that. I love seeing players make plays like that. It was that's the kind of stuff that makes wide receivers special if they're able to do things like that.
Yeah,
I could have sworn you were going to go with Sterling Shepard, though. I mean, I'm looking at the stats right now. I just brought him up. 10 targets, 8 catches, 80 yards.
Yeah.
Last week, he did really good coming back from injury. He's their number 1 receiver, right?
Yeah. I agree.
I was never too low on him.
You were highest on him during the offseason out of us.
I'll give you that. Yeah, you're huge Sterling.
I am surprised that he's been this consistent the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. They want to pepper him with targets. When he's healthy and playing, Sterling Shepard's pretty good. On a bad team.
Sean saying that Brady looked pissed. I think he struggled. He was used to having the superstar offense, but getting Godwin and AB next week, I'm so excited to watch them play with that full lineup.
He's got a funny, angry face.
Too handsome. Not enough strawberries. Okay. Are you guys ready to jump into the game?
Wait, we got another question here.
Oh, do we? Oh. This one's specific for JL. I'll read this to you.
JL, they're asking you.
Would you trade Josh Jacobs for Mike Evans and Phillip Lindsay in the Dynasty League? Hey, Josh, do you have an opinion on this one? I'm just kidding. So
that's not me, just so you guys know. That's not me.
Who it is? It's Josh.
I think that's my brother, if I had to guess.
I'm sorry, Jordan. I will not be taking that trade. I don't love Mike Evans, and I certainly don't love Phillip Lindsay. I do love Josh Jacobs, though.
You're targeting the wrong person, Jordan. Simon is in love with Mike Evans.
He's the Mike Evans guy.
I love Mike Evans.
Sometimes people get us confused, but yeah. Me and Mike Evans, that is.
Oh, yeah, I doubt that, JL. I doubt that.
Okay. Now are you ready? Now that we got that trade talk out of the way, we can jump into the game.
Absolutely. And one real fast NBA rigged. I agree. Tate, I thought was going to be the better receiver coming into the year. I thought he was going to get used a lot more. I love how the Lions used him as an underneath guy, getting the ball in his hands, making more stuff work. But yeah, I just kind of assumed age has been hitting him, but we'll see. We'll see,
Yep. Agreed. All right. Are we ready for the game?
I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready.
Who's going first, JL? Me or Josh?
Well, Josh is going first today.
Yeah, I'm going first.
Josh went first yesterday.
You already explained the rules, right?
I did explain the rules.
All right.
We're playing horse.
Then. We are playing horse.
Shooting basketballs,
I wish we could play real horse right now.
We could.
I wish we could.
You and I could. We just got to, yeah.
That's true.
Simon, stupid Texas.
Simon, come on down.
Come on down up. Come on.
Yeah, down up.
Go down until you get up.
I think the primary direction would be right. I need to go right.
Left.
Well, I would say northeast.
Northeaster.
I would say right.
Okay. Correct.
All right, Josh.
Okay, let's get in there.
This question is for you.
He wanted this one for me. That's why I'm going first.
So the highest scoring tight end of the week was Jared Cook. 16.1 fantasy points in PPR leagues.
Dude.
Has he scored more than this in any other week this season? Are you going to play or pass?
Wait. Before this question goes, are you sure that's a correct statistic?
About that he was the highest scoring one?
That he was the highest scoring one.
Let me double check.
Good call.
Because I thought there was one guy with more points than that.
Well, Sleeper was lying to me. You wouldn't do that to me, Sleeper, would you?
Sleeper would never do that.
He barely knows her.
Oh my God.
Sleeper.
Sorry, Joe. We're doing live fact checking on the air today in honor of Election Day.
Sorry, you're right. It's not important to the question, but you were right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't the top scoring, but he did score 16.1 fantasy points PPR. Has he scored more than that any other week this season?
Front Yard Fantasy live fact checking.
Live fact checking. Thank you, Simon.
That's a tough one. Has he scored any more? I mean, I have him in 2 leagues, and I'm just like trying to think of like his good games, and this one's standing out the most to me.
So you're gonna play?
Are you playing or passing?
I'll play, and I'll say he has not scored any more than 16.1 this year.
All right. So he hasn't. You're right.
Oh yeah.
I word that without giving it away.
That was the most anticlimactic way to say it.
I was about to say like his next highest. I was about to say his next highest scoring game, and then I was like, wait, that sort of just gives it away.
Yeah, well,
you could have gone like in week 3, he scored.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
that was good. I actually liked it because I thought you were about to say his highest scoring week was actually, and I was like, no, okay. Let's go.
You're right, Josh. Woo!
Boo.
In week 5 against the Chargers, he got 13.2 points. That was his next highest scoring game.
Cool.
We got there, folks. We got there.
We're there.
So I get an H because Josh got handed an easy question.
Keep disparaging the moderator, Simon, and I'll send all the hard questions your way.
That's why I like to hear.
And I will pass them on to Josh.
You're so beautiful.
Thank you.
You're so cute.
Thank you.
You can't game me on this game.
Yes, I can. I can give you all the easy one.
Blue is definitely your color, Joe.
Is it? To bring out the brown in my eyes?
Yeah. It's great. It's great.
All right, Simon.
I'm ready for my question.
Hit him hard.
All right. There were 2 top 5 wide receivers in PPR in week 8, whose teammate was in the top 5 in week 7. Who are they?
Okay, so someone who is a top 5 wide receiver in week 8, who a different wide receiver on the same team was a top 5 wide receiver in week 7, and there's two sets of these?
Yes.
Okay, I know one of them for sure. I'm just trying to see if I can think of the other one.
All right, while you think, we got a question. What's up, Not Even Average? Thank you. We are doing good. I hope you're doing good too.
I'm doing fantastic.
12-man PPR. Choose 3 out of the 5 to start. Brandon Cooks, Claypool, DJ Moore, I'm assuming, Shepard, and Moss.
I would assume DJ Moore.
Yeah.
I hope he's not starting David.
David Moore, yeah.
3 of the 5 to start. I'm going personally Brandon Cooks, DJ Moore, and Sterling Shepard.
Brandon Cooks, DJ Moore, Sterling Shepard. Okay.
I could see you starting Claypool over Sterling Shepard. I'm not going Moss. I know he had a really good week last week, but I mean, it was on the back of 2 touchdowns. He's gonna split work with Devin Singletary. So yeah, I'm gonna say Brandon Cooks, DJ Moore, and Sterling Shepard.
I would probably say the same. I'm trying to think if
Shepard and Claypool is the question for me, personally.
Shepard, I'm playing. I want to see if I can keep riding this train. Probably. And you said Claypool or no? You said Cooks.
No, I would do Cooks, Moore, and Shepard actually. Yeah.
Yeah. I would probably do Claypool over Cooks.
Okay.
I do Claypool over Cooks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't think of the other one. I'm gonna pass it to Josh. I know one set of them for sure. I know Josh also knows.
You don't want to pass it. Don't pass it. Don't do it.
No. Do you know the other one?
I mean, maybe I do.
I'm passing it.
Okay. I do. I know the other one.
I'll even give you the easy one.
All right.
Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
That's the easy one.
There you go. There's your easy one.
I know the other one. I'm like 90% sure I know the other one. There's like a question in my mind of who it could be. So you're passing it, right?
Yeah, I'm passing it.
So 100% DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
I'm pretty sure they were 1-1. I'm pretty sure DK Metcalf was 1 this week. Tyler Lockett was 1 last week.
Now there's the only question in my mind is maybe it's Julio Jones and Calvin. No, Calvin Ridley got hurt last week. Okay, so it's got to be. It's got AJ Brown and Corey Davis.
Oh, I think that's
final
right.
Answer.
I think that's right.
So DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett was correct.
Yeah.
And Corey Davis and AJ Brown, you got it.
Let's go.
Corey Davis this week, AJ Brown last.
Damn! As soon as you said it, I was like, "Shoot, that was a great game, Josh."
It actually came to me pretty quickly, and usually those don't.
I was going through the teams, and I was like,
I know.
I even started Corey Davis in a couple leagues this week, and the name just didn't come to me.
That's why. That's why I knew. I actually just traded Corey Davis, and I was like just looking at his stats, and I was talking to the guy I traded him with, and I was like, "Hey, you're probably pretty happy, huh?" He was like, "Yeah, he's pumped." So, I digress.
Right. We got another question here. So, Sean is seeing a lot of Twitter takes that Isaiah Ford trade from the Dolphins to the Patriots will give more targets to Gesicki. You guys buy into that? I feel it's a pretty big assumption.
I mean, it's not a negative for Gesicki, but I wouldn't view it. It doesn't change my opinion on him rest of season at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't move the needle for me.
Yeah. If anything, it's a good thing, but I wouldn't bet on that.
Right there with you, JL. It's a good thing for him, but I don't think Ford has been getting a ton of targets anyway. So I would.
Yeah, you got to be careful with some of those like narrative arguments because they can and will burn you a lot of times. They do turn out right a lot of times, but sometimes you just don't know how it's going to affect the team. So keep a lookout for it this weekend or the next couple games and see if that's the case. But
absolutely,
Gesicki
is a young, athletic guy. Tua didn't get to throw much last week, so he still has upside.
I want to see another game. I thought we were going to get to see like the connection between Tua this week, whether it was there or not, but we really didn't at all. So I'm excited for the next Dolphins game to see what that looks like between Gesicki and Tua.
Yeah, me too. Oh, our NBA Rig asks, this running back is owned less than 50%, but is in top 5 in targets in the last 5 games.
Fournette? Is Fournette less than 50%?
That's not a bad answer. Top 50% in. Wait, what is it?
Top 5 in targets.
5 in targets.
Is rostered in less than 50% of leagues. Leonard Fournette's my guess.
He's only played 2 of the last 5.
Maybe right? Gio Bernard? No, he's probably owned more, right?
Dion Lewis? I don't think so. I'm just trying to think someone that's really low owned. Fournette is rostered 80%. Okay, so that's not correct.
Justin Jackson?
Jalen Richard. I think he has a higher ownership or rostership percentage, though.
No, Jalen Richard's not very well owned, I would assume, right?
I don't know. Running backs are pretty thin.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
The Fournette one is a good guess,
but it's wrong. Dion Lewis, I don't think so. He's nowhere near top 5 in targets for sure.
Naheem Hines?
I feel like he just had that game yesterday, and he's probably still above 50%.
He got a good amount of target.
Or not yesterday, 2 days ago. 3, 2, 1. He's going to reveal it.
Oh.
What's the answer? This running back is
Naheem Hines. McKissick.
That was good.
That was a good trivia question.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Yep. Well, now that we both got that one wrong.
Redskins, though. The bye.
The who?
The who?
Shoot.
Every time, Josh.
That was very tricky, though. NBA rigged. You threw in last 5 games, not last 5 weeks. So that was good. I was like, yeah.
All right. So Simon, you are a hoe. You got HO. Yes, you are. Josh, you got nothing. You're clean. You're fresh like a baby. You are in the lead. So this one is for Josh, I believe, right?
Yep. I passed and he got it.
All right.
I'm so mad at myself.
So this is a similar question. There were 3 teammates who each play a different position who finished top 5 at that position in week 8 in PPR leagues. Name them all.
Simon, you're up. I'm passing.
You passing? All right, Simon.
Nothing's coming to mind. Nothing's popping up. I'm sure Simon could break it down a little bit, but take it away, Simon.
Okay, so let's just look at. I'm trying to think which position do I know the top 5 best at, and I know the top 2 for sure at tight end because we talked about it a little bit already. So there's Travis Kelce, but I don't think. Oh, Patrick Mahomes. I wasn't even thinking quarterback. Patrick Mahomes was the number 1 quarterback. Travis Kelce was the number 1 tight end. Was Mecole Hardman a top 5 wide receiver? I don't think so. I think he was top 12, but okay, that's an option. Then there's Jared Cook, and I think Alvin Kamara was also a top 5 running back. I don't think Drew Brees was a top 5 quarterback, and there was no top 5 wide receiver, so I don't think it's the Saints. But there's 2 different sets of 2 that I'm positive about. Let's see, what other tight ends finished in the top 5 this week? Or let's look at running back. Giovanni Bernard was in the top 5, but I don't think there was a Bengals wide receiver or tight end. Not the Bengals. Let's see. Who else? The Colts didn't have 3 players from 1 position. You know what? I'm going with the Chiefs, and I'm going to say it was Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, and Mecole Hardman. I don't think he was in the top 5, but I know he had a good week.
Kelce, Mahomes, and Hardman.
Yeah.
All right. So there were actually two sets. The first one was Russell Wilson, who has a QB2 with 28.2 fantasy.
Oh, my God. And DJ Dallas was
RB3 with 22.8. And DK Metcalf with 40.1 points.
Oh, I should have gotten that one.
And the second one is Patrick Mahomes, who had 36.6 points. Travis Kelce, who had 24.9 points.
Tyreek Hill scored.
And Tyreek Hill.
Oh, my God.
And Tyreek Hill, who had 25.8 fantasy points.
I wasn't sure. I
tried to get cute and messed it up. I thought you were trying to trick me.
That is brutal.
I wasn't sure, actually.
What is wrong with me? Why would I go with Mecole Hardman? That was
he had a good game.
Stupid.
I wasn't sure either, actually. I was like, I think you're right. But
he was number 7 on the week.
Okay, so they were close. That wasn't that stupid then. Okay, they were really close to having this. For a second, I thought, wait, did I just imagine that he was almost the top 5 wide receiver? No, he was.
Who had more catches than
between
Tyreek Hill didn't have a ton of catches, right?
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, so close. God, I should have gotten the other one. I'm such a dingus. I should get half a letter for that.
You get nothing.
Man, that was I'm sorry.
Just take away the leg on the R and make me a hop.
I would have gotten that one wrong.
You would have.
Yeah.
Man, I'm more mad at myself for not doing the DJ Dallas, DK Metcalf, Russell Wilson side of it than even because the Mecole Hardman mistake, that was a reasonable mistake there. Okay.
All right. So Simon, HOR's game is quickly getting away from you.
That's okay. I've always been a fourth quarter kind of guy anyways.
Oh, you better watch out. So am I.
And it is my question.
All right. So Simon, this one's for you. There are 11 NFL teams that scored between 20 and 25 points inclusive in week 8. Name 5 of the teams and their respective score.
Oh my God. Yeah, easy one.
Shit, I'm trying to remember the exact score from even one very specific game that I know falls in that range, and we may have watched it very recently. And I have to say their respective score. I can't just name the 5 teams.
You can name the 5 teams.
But it says name their respective score.
Yeah, but you don't have to.
Okay.
I'm fine getting rid of that.
It's official. Will Fuller to the Packers. Sean Goglin.
Wait, really?
Our beat reporter.
Did that happen?
Reporting here first. Verified source Sean Goglin. Will Fuller to the Packers.
Wait.
I don't know how to feel about all of my Will Fuller shares.
Why does Sean keep breaking news on our show?
Thank you, Sean. No, that's awesome. I don't know if you watch the fantasy footballers, but he's kind of like our Brooks at this point, right?
Yeah.
Watch it. Listen. But it's official. Oh man. So how do I feel good about that? Well, not great. I feel pretty neutral, to be honest with you. You know, he's got to switch teams. Switching teams doesn't normally benefit the wide receiver that got traded.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's gonna get opportunities, you know. And back to that Cooks question earlier, definitely starting Brandon Cooks now.
Do we know for sure he was traded? Sean, are you lying to us?
If he freaking...
I don't see anything on Schefter's Twitter.
Yeah.
I want to double check that.
No, I trust him.
Who was it? NBA Rake made us make a water bet on a fake game that one time.
It was a fake Adam Schefter Twitter account. I hate those so much.
Gotcha.
That's okay. Well, that would have been a good gotcha, even if you did it on purpose. You could make us break news.
That would be
a lot of stuff popping up about it, but yeah, nothing confirmed.
So, 2 things. One, I think
that was pretty funny though. Sorry,
no. It was very funny.
Don't apologize. 2 things. One, I think you should leave the question the way it is, JL.
Okay.
You should have to name the respective score, and 2, I'm gonna pass it.
No, I'm gonna change it. And you passed it, so
well, God, dude, have I answered a question yet? Yeah, 1, and I got it wrong. I know 2 for sure. I'm gonna pass it to Josh.
Did you delete the question?
Darn it!
I haven't deleted anything.
Gun. I don't know what this is.
I stay out of the banners.
Oh wait, I see it.
Sean, really, do not worry about it. That was funny.
No, that was great. I know, like you got to get our reaction, our instant reaction of what our feeling about Will Fuller and the Packers.
Yeah. If anyone was watching just in that time, then like left out of just like shock, then maybe they're in trouble. But it's all right.
Guys, I have no idea. I don't remember the scores specifically. I remember who won. So, I'll go with the I'll go with the Eagles, Ravens, Vikings. I don't know. Browns and Falcons.
Okay, so Eagles, Ravens, Vikings, Browns, Falcons.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
There were 2 last night, right?
And there were 2. Well,
were they both in there?
So I'm assuming that's final answer, right? Is it wrong?
Yeah.
It's not?
Yeah, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Tennessee with 20.
Okay.
New England, 21. Oh. Detroit, 21.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, 23.
Okay, so the last 5 have to be yours, Josh.
Giants, 23.
Oh.
Philadelphia, 23. So you got one. Baltimore, 24. Buffalo, 24. Atlanta, 25. And Tampa Bay, 25.
I didn't get it.
You got 3.
You got 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Not bad.
Okay, I'll take it. I could not remember the scores.
Simon, you might have actually been able to get that one right.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You got it.
Josh, Tim points out to you that Dalvin Cook alone had 4 touchdowns.
What do you mean?
4 times 7.
Oh, I said the 20. Vikings. Oh
yeah.
My God. Honestly, I said the Vikings because I was freezing up here and I was like, I just got to say someone at this point, So
yeah,
thank you, Tim.
Dalvin Cook alone outscored that.
Many more of that. Yeah. Great game. I was watching Red Zone. It was nice to see him just keep scoring more points.
By the way, NBA Rigged, we have officially debunked that fake news.
That doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means it hasn't happened.
A
lot
yet.
of talk about it.
Yes. So Will Fuller is still on the Texans.
If it does happen, Sean broke it first.
Sean broke it first. Yep.
But then it's confirmed that he's got inside sources with the Packers and/or with Will Fuller.
Sean, our beat reporter, everybody. Follow him on Twitter.
Okay, Josh, I put you on the board. Here comes the comeback. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to come all the way back and then bungle it on the last question, just like Daniel Jones did last night. And
I'm not going to let you come back that much, though.
Just wait for my Golden Tate pass.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like you saying that close.
Let's go.
Wait for my Golden Tate pass.
Just wait.
All right. Ew. All right, who's next? This one is for Josh, right?
Yep, Josh is up.
All right, Josh. Put these wide receivers in order by fantasy finish in PPR in week 8. Travis Fulgham, Mike Williams, and Brandon Ayuk.
They all did well.
Yeah, but who did the most wellest?
I think I actually
grammar-wise
know the answer. Oh shoot. Mike Williams is the one throwing me off a little bit, really. Mike Williams is throwing me off. I don't really know his stat line as well. Shoot.
So you're gonna play or pass?
I'll play it.
Okay.
Woohoo!
I'll say. Shoot.
I'm gonna write down my answer just to rub it in Jonathan's face.
Brandon Ayuk, Fulgham, Mike Williams. Lock it in.
All right. Brandon Ayuk had 23.1 fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Williams had 21 points. And Travis Fulgham had 19.8 fantasy points. So I'm sorry, Josh. That is incorrect.
Screwed me.
And Sean got it right, too. Nice job, Sean. And that reminds me, I should get out of the chat while we're answering questions.
Cheater.
Hey, it's not working so far.
This is how he's coming back, guys.
Coming back.
It's like in college, my professor called me to his office and accused me of cheating. I got a 32. And I was like, sir, he said your answers lined up with another version of the test in such a way that it was statistically improbable. And I told him, I'm not stupid enough to cheat and fail. Like, I may be stupid enough to cheat and I may be stupid enough to fail, but I'm not going to do both. Like, I'm not going to cheat and cheat poorly.
What about Circuits 1 at Clemson?
Yeah, did we get 32s on those tests?
Well, did you pass the class?
I did.
Did you pass the final?
No, I did not pass the final, but I passed the class.
All right.
But all those exams, we killed them. We got hundreds.
Yeah, all us, nothing else. All right, this one is for you, Simon. Put these tight ends in order of fantasy finish in week 8 in PPR. Robert Tonyan, Evan Ingram, and Rob Gronkowski.
Wow. Yikes. Man. I thought I was good on tight ends this week, but now I'm not so sure. I'll play it. Tunyon, Gronk, Ingram.
Tunyon, Gronk, Ingram. All right. Gronk.
Unless I'm misremembering. I think I'm misremembering, but that's okay.
All right. Are you sticking with your answer?
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
All right. Gronk had 14.1 points. Robert Tunyon had 12.9 fantasy points. And Evan Ingram had 12 fantasy points.
Okay.
Almost identical mistake Josh made.
I would have been wrong, but I would have gone Tunyon last. That's why I was kind of surprised. I didn't notice Tunyon. I would have gone
Gronk. Tunyon and Gronk were kind of close. I guess.
Tunyon.
Man. Damn.
It's a good guess. Good guess. So this one.
Not good enough, though.
Not a good enough.
I should have passed it. I didn't want to pass again to be a wimp, but now
Sean got it again, I think.
Did he?
No, I think he switched up Ingram Tunyon because it was Gronk, Tunyon, Ingram.
Yeah. Yeah, close though.
All three of us missed it.
I'm looking at this now. Which NFL team you think will make the playoffs?
One that people weren't high on at the beginning of the season.
Dolphins.
I was just about to say that.
Gotcha. Beat you. I like them better with Pat Fitzpatrick, I guess, getting into the playoffs, but we'll see. I think Kill will be good. Dolphins are a good answer, I think, though.
Yeah.
Honestly, Washington could sneak in there because that division is such a wreck. Washington is like half a game behind or a game behind. They could
pretty much the entire NFC East.
Yeah, but I think people would have believed at the beginning of the season that like Cowboys or Eagles would have made it. Know what I mean?
How about the Cardinals?
I feel like there was some hype around them.
Yeah.
People were kind of high on them coming into this year.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick a team that people weren't high on. Maybe a surprise team. Maybe the Lions could sneak in there. They look like they're starting to get it together if they can get their run game going. They haven't had a bad season so far. Yeah. Like I think they're still in the hunt. But I think the best answer is probably the Dolphins or the Washington football team. I think Dolphins is probably the best answer.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, their defense is good.
But the two NFC teams that could be surprises that I'd throw in there are the
Eagles
one that I just the
Giants?
No, outside of the NFC East. The what was it? The Panthers and the Lions, I think could find a way into the playoffs.
Panthers actually.
They look a lot better than people thought they were going to. Win a couple close games, a couple upsets, they could sneak their way into the wild card spots.
He likes the Washington football pick. Cardinals weren't high, so that's a good guess. I like Miami as well, but with Tua, I'm down. Yeah, I think they're going to bounce back with Tua. I think it's his first game in the NFL. I wouldn't read like too much into it. He's talented, and so obviously the defense can carry them as we saw on Sunday.
We'll see. He is a rookie quarterback, regardless of how talented he is.
An Alabama rookie quarterback.
Hey, well, how'd that work out for AJ McCarron and Jalen Hurts? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point. But they weren't as good as Tua, obviously, by the fact that Hurts got benched by Tua.
Okay. Right. This could be it. Josh, please miss this or pass it to me and let me get it right.
All right, Josh. Who had more fantasy points, PPR, in Week 8? DK Metcalf or the entire Eagles wide receiving corps?
You're going to give him a 50-50 to win the game?
Simon hates when you do that.
It's nonsense.
I'm going to go with the Eagles wide receiving corps. I know Rager had a touchdown. Fulgham had a good game. There were some points to go around.
All right, Eagles. So DK had 40.1 fantasy points.
Mm-hmm.
Travis Fulgham had 19.8 fantasy points. Jalen Rager had 13.2 fantasy points. And Greg Ward had 4.2 fantasy points, which is 37.2 fantasy points, which is less. Now, I'm sorry, Simon, did you have something to say about the 50-50 question I gave to Josh?
It's still nonsense. I'm just glad he got it wrong. Sometimes you come out of a bad situation on the right side of it, but that doesn't mean it was fair to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
The ends do not justify the means.
Sure thing. All right. Simon hanging in there by a thread.
I just would have assumed another wide receiver, but they don't have any other wide receivers, do they?
Simon's question. The average age of 7 different NFL teams is between 23 and 23.5. Name 4 of those teams and their 7th franchise quarterback that started more than 5 games.
JL, that would
7th in total. So Bills, Vikings.
Make it tougher for him.
Bills, Vikings, Giants.
I muted you for being sassy. I don't know the answer.
Raiders.
Nailed it.
And their 7th franchise quarterback was
Ryan Fitzpatrick for all teams.
Andrew Carnegie. Was that right?
Yep, nailed it.
All right.
The backup.
So Simon, this
Eddie
is your
Murphy.
question. So keep your mouth shut while I ask it. Who had more targets in Week 8? Mecole Hardman or Tyreek Hill?
Josh asked this question earlier.
That's why I said I wouldn't answer it.
Wow, wee, wah.
Wow, wee, wah.
I do not know the answer to this one.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, it's
to
nonsense.
Lose the game, Simon. It's easy.
Yeah, to lose the game. I'll take it.
Just pass it.
No, I'm going to take it. And I'm going to go with, man, I don't know which way you're going with this because it seems like the answer would be Tyreek Hill again. But are you trying to trick me and it's Mecole Hardman? Or are you trying to double trick me to make me think that I'm being tricked and it's actually just Tyreek Hill? Because I can't remember who's targeted more in that game.
Trick you.
Tyreek Hill, lock it in. Final answer. He's been wildly consistent. What?
I think you're wrong.
All right, Tyreek Hill had 6 targets for 98 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mecole Hardman had 9 targets.
What?
Oh, yeah.
For 96 yards and 1 touchdown.
This is nonsense.
I mean, I knew he had a lot of targets. I was just talking about it yesterday with JL, actually. I mentioned it. So, yeah.
What
I didn't know what
shameful defeat. You have brought dishonor to your family.
This is the worst
never allowed to
I've
go
ever
home.
had. I incorrectly picked between Mecole Hardman and Tyreek Hill on 2 different questions. 2 of my letters. Like, God.
What an idiot.
If Cleveland and Cincinnati play 10 games this season, how many would each win? Cleveland would win 8.
Against each other? Yeah.
I think Cleveland wins 7 or 8 of those. I think they're the better team, but Cincinnati doesn't have a bad offense. They get a couple good breaks. Baker makes a mistake. Cincinnati could easily win one of those games. But I do think Cleveland's the better team.
I like that question. I agree. I would probably maybe say 6 or 7, but 7 maybe, but 7 or 8.
I say Cleveland wins 7, Cincinnati wins 2, and 1 tie.
Oh, just have to be different.
Yeah.
You guys should mud wrestle it out. I'm going to soak the yard. Do it, Kevin.
Let's soak the yard. Let's soak the yard.
Let's get out there.
I'll be there in 17 hours.
Come on in. I mean, fly in. It'll be a little quicker.
You get 7 wins to Cincinnati, but they've played twice this year, and Cleveland's won both times.
Yeah.
Like,
that's just what it comes down to.
That would be very unlucky for the Bengals if they, in fact, were like a 7 out of 10 win team against them, and they lost both of those games.
It's possible. It is possible. They were both close games.
Close-ish. The first one was a lot closer than the score indicated. Like the first one, Cleveland seemed to be dominating the entire game. Cincinnati had a bit of a comeback. This last one was more of a shootout that could have gone either way.
Yeah.
The Cleveland secondary is definitely beatable, which is why they're going to be shootouts. But I still think Cleveland has the better team overall. They've got the better pass rush, and Cincinnati has a horrible O-line. Their running game is top tier, like one of the best running games in the NFL, especially whenever Nick Chubb comes back. It's a QB discrepancy.
I'm with you there. I was actually about to bring it up. I was like, you give Joe Burrow a little bit of time, because he's getting situated now. Those first 2 games against Cleveland, it was pretty early on, especially the first one, right? He is getting better every week. I believe that, except for the Ravens game.
But how many successful progressive commercials has Baker done?
Yikes. Good point.
Have you considered that?
I'm taking Cleveland. Baker.
It takes more than Good rookie quarterback play to win a game, though. As you can see from Justin Herbert just getting his first career win when he's been playing.
Sure, but it does affect it. That's the point, right? It's not just that.
Herbert, it does affect it for sure.
In terms of fantasy, I'm taking all the Bengals players, not all of the running backs in Cleveland.
Yeah, for sure. And T. Higgins.
Yeah, T. Higgins all day, right?
All day.
Tyler Boyd is just a good receiver, guys.
I don't think the Bengals are a bad team. I really don't. I think they've got a great offensive shell. They need to up their offensive line. They need to get Joe Burrow a little bit more time, a little bit more space for their running backs. But like they've got a bunch of really good pieces over there. It'll be interesting to see which direction these two teams go going into next year. Like, how do they build off of this? What looks like to be a positive year for both of them, compared to recent years, at least.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We will see.
Okay. Before we go, I forgot what I was going to ask. So let's just ask a random question.
Okay.
If you were responsible for assigning colors to a new NFL franchise, jersey colors, pick 2 colors, what would the primary and secondary color be?
Do they have to be unique? Like, is this like based on our favorite, or is it based off of something else?
It could be a color scheme in the NFL that you really like, but or you can customize it a little bit, or it can be just like whatever you want.
So
it says red and black.
My favorite 2 colors are orange and blue. I would really, but there's already a couple. There's like, I guess the Bears kind of have that style going on a little bit.
Florida Gators. That's college, but.
So I love the Seahawks jerseys. They're like neon, like coloring a little bit.
It looks so gaudy.
I love it. I love it. I would create a team similar.
They look
neon,
like
something. Let's throw it together.
They look like something like your grandma goes out and buys you a shirt for Christmas, and like that's what it is. And you're like, oh, thanks, grandma. Like this is colorful.
NBA Rick says red, white, and blue. That is my. They have my favorite jerseys in the NFL. The Bills have my favorite NFL jerseys. They're so clean. But I think if I were to do colors, I would do like a rose pink and black. We would have a pink and black team.
I was gonna say hot pink and black, but or like electric blue and black with
sexy,
Panthers.
Guys.
What'd you say?
NBA rig.
It's not. Yeah,
I agree.
Let's just run the Browns jerseys. You know, why not? You know,
dude. At least they're not like they don't hurt your eyes to look at the screen. Whenever I watch those Seahawks games, I have to like wear like polarized lenses so that I don't get a headache by the end of it.
You understand this? It is a thing for defenses. They can't look at their jerseys. You know, it messes with them.
Now they think they're crossing the street.
The worst jerseys I've ever seen, still to this day, and maybe I've got some bias against the Pittsburgh Steelers themselves, but those stupid Bumblebee jerseys.
Oh yeah, is that retro ones, the throwbacks?
God, they're awful. Horrible. They're so bad.
Horrible.
And I just want to give a shout out to Atlanta for ruining their jerseys, which were actually pretty cool. Their new jerseys overall, I like the colors, I like the design, but by putting that big block letter ATL on the front, it just looks awful. It ruins the whole look of the jersey.
I agree.
You had something cool there, Atlanta. Like you had a really cool jersey, simple, clean, and then you ruined it with those letters.
Colors wise, the Dolphins. They're my favorite colors.
That's cool. Like sherbet, you just love sherbet.
Nah, I just in colors. If I had to pick the NFL colors, primary colors,
orange sickle.
It's orange and bluish green. So.
Teal, yeah, bluish green. Thank you.
It's a salmon and a periwinkle. I think that's purple. Actually.
Salmon periwinkle.
Salmon periwinkle. That's actually what that's what the bullies called me in elementary school.
Sorry about that, Simon.
Salmon periwinkle.
Didn't mean to bully you so much. I would probably pick black as the primary color because in every Madden game I play, I try and find mix and match the like all black jerseys because for some reason no NFL team will really uses that. Trying to decide secondary.
Blue, the Chargers powder blue.
Oh, those.
Yeah, I do like those. Yeah, like electric blue. And then secondary would probably be like either orange, blue, or.
I am Sean.
Maybe red.
I like their green.
Seafoam green.
Sorry. I guess people don't like it as much as
seafoam green. Yep.
Can we wear our favorite jersey sometime? Sure. Of the jerseys I have, I'll tell my favorite one on.
Yeah. I got a new one. I've been waiting to premiere. I won't tell you who it is, but maybe next stream.
Share the show. Get your friends to subscribe so that we can actually make any amount of money doing this, and then I can afford my favorite jersey, and then I will wear it.
I'll wear it next. I'll wear it
now, but yeah.
I'll wear it tomorrow. I'm wearing my favorite jersey on stream tomorrow. JL's holding you hostage, but I'll wear it then. But maybe we take a poll. Maybe we give away a jersey at some point if we get enough subscribers, followers. JL and I have been talking about that. Didn't want to. I guess I just threw it out there, spoiled it. But
now we have to.
There might be a jersey giveaway coming out at some point.
JL, yeah, come on. Look at all that money you're making.
That's true. This was a gift.
You holding out on us, bro?
I'm not even a Giants fan. I'm not even a Giants fan. I have to wear this because I'm poor. I just wanted any jersey. On the back, it just says garbage.
I ordered a J.K. Dobbins jersey like in September, and it's supposed to come next month.
Why? It's taking so long.
They keep pushing it back. Like,
is it from like AliExpress?
No, it's from freaking
NFLshop.com.
Yeah, NFL, yeah.
Dang.
Don't do it, guys. Not J.K. Dobbins, at least.
I can't wear my DeAndre Hopkins Texans jersey anymore.
How come?
Yeah.
No, Texans no more.
You can still wear it.
Yeah, but then people will be like, Hopkins? I don't know. There's a Hopkins.
Save the Queen says he also had jersey troubles with his Tom Brady jersey.
Yeah.
Well, that one, I think that was like the number one selling jersey this offseason after he signed with the Buccaneers.
Save the Queen isn't a Buccaneers fan.
I had a new autograph jersey come in not too long ago that maybe I'll premiere on the stream. They're too big though.
Can't wait.
I'm not quite an extra large.
It's signed?
Yeah.
You're gonna wear it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. I just won't spill any pasta sauce on it.
Good luck.
Okay, thank you. Well, if you want to see old videos of us spilling pasta sauce on our favorite jerseys, it's somewhere in our old videos on YouTube.
If you don't find it, keep looking.
You're gonna have to keep searching to it. There's actually a clip of all three of us in different episodes spilling pasta sauce on our respective favorite jersey.
That's a great idea. We should do that.
You can find those videos on YouTube or on Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy. Sean, you were not a Jabroni beat reporter. We were the Jabronis who immediately dove in on it.
You're part of us.
It was funny. It was funny having to, like we said, we fact checked on air. JL gave us a wrong statistic. We fact checked him. It's
true. It happens.
Part of the Front Yard Fantasy package. We make
mistakes.
Say it first.
I'm the only one that's perfect here. So sorry.
Say it first, validate it after.
That's our motto.
I know. Let's be careful with that. Okay, but you can find us, like I said, on YouTube and Twitch at Front Yard Fantasy. JL, can you take that question off the screen so they can see our Twitter handles?
Oh, I guess if I can find it. Oh wait,
trading does make fantasy fun though. Keep that in mind, guys. I just want to make sure I get that in.
Getting it in early, I see.
Cool.
Trading has been a big part of my life lately, and it has been a lot more fun.
You can find me on Twitter at FYFSimon. You can find Josh on Twitter at FYFJosh, and you can find JL on Twitter at FYFJohnLuke. And you can find JL. Can you stop doing that? Yeah. You can find Front Yard Fantasy on Twitter at Front Yard FYF. We will be back tomorrow, same time, same place, different game. See you then.
3 p.m.